Good evening. Excuse me. Good evening. Good evening to everyone who's joined. I don't know how many people are here. I just choked on my Kool-Aid, so got that going for me. Alrighty, 7:55. Right about there. How's everyone doing tonight? good, I hope. Let's see what I was gonna do. So in front of me, I have let's see if I have the rack cases that I'm going to pull the boxes from. I checked them earlier. Thankfully the glue is still there. I have to show you how much tape was put on some of these. Bunch of tape, bunch of tape, bunch of tape. But after I cut through the tape, the glue's intact. If I pull on that, so the glue's still intact, thankfully. So, as I assumed, these were all still factory sealed, but because of the amount of tape, it was hard to substantiate that. So I'm opening them. Everywhere. I have the office in my house is decent sized, and so I have a very complex sorting system of just piling stuff up everywhere until it gets obnoxious, and then piling it up in a different manner. Wouldn't those just be steaks? Meat sandwiches? I'll have to ask JB. He's the expert on meat sandwiches, from what I hear. I need to. And those cases had years of collected dust. So when I first started buying the unopened from the 80s, my goal was to have what looked like a display from an old sports card store. So like having this. This was going to be the decoration for my man cave or whatever it is. I might swap out that box. That's pretty janky. 88. So I'll point this out to you, Jim, because you're the first. You bought the first set of rack packs. This I'll show you on the 88. The first row of racks settled under the second row, at least on the top level. So I don't know if you can see that beautiful bend. I might have to swap that out with another box. Yeah, this is the first pack from another box, which is not nearly as janky. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this box. And just so you know, I'm not trying to rob you of David Cohn or Eric Bell or Strawberry. I might send you that pack anyway. But let me get a better box. But that's why I wanted the decorations in my office to be. All right. I'll figure something out for you, Eric, too. Cool. So that's one of the stream busters. I'm going to go through the stream busters first, if I can. Oh, that's not what I want to do. What else do I have? The stream buster was 2023 Top Series 2 Jumbo. That's listed. I'm going to not have nearly enough room to do all this. And those things made an absolute mess. As I talk to myself. I'll say if I can't find a janky Mets pack for you, Eric, because the second box I pulled had the same thing. Oh, these have I didn't know they had top loaders and packs. It's a record breaker. A couple silver packs. Got to decide what to do with those. Top Series 2, 2023, and we had one more. Oh. So the 2013 minis, when the 2012 minis came out, I think the production on the 2012 minis was like half of what the 2013 minis was. And they sold out in 4.5 seconds. And so when the 2013s came out, they have production, which for today is not a lot of production. It's 10,000 boxes is nothing, but we have little baby delicate mini packs. And they kind of fell flat. It took a long time for the market on them crashed almost immediately. And then finally over time, because again, 10,000 boxes, it's not a whole lot of cases that were made available. And so even though they weren't very popular, there aren't a lot of them around. All right, cool. So got to start adding stuff to the store here. See if I can figure out how to do this. store. Let's figure out what we're going to edit the item. All right, first one up. This is one of the ones that I like. Go back. It's a 1986 Donruss. This is was from a sealed case. Steve Hart at Baseball Card Exchange, bbcexchange.com. He would take, he still does, take sealed cases, and then he would pull the boxes out, wrap them in his fancy branded Baseball Card Exchange wrap. And then the key to this one is if it came from a sealed case, it would actually be marked as from a sealed case, and also the date that it was opened and wrapped. So I bought this when he busted that case 11 years ago, and it's been with me ever since. The nice thing about these, and Donruss, 86 Donruss is a great example because people started getting into the searching of packs and cards, packs. I mean, they've probably been doing it for a long time, but I know Canseco was a really big one. People were, searching packs for Canseco's. So 86 was Canseco's card, and at one point it was like $100 card. Still in the 90s, it was massive card. From a sealed case is beautiful because the potential for you don't potentially have a card that where someone went through and took out all the Canseco's or the Pete Roses or the Ricky Hendersons. I really like this set. It's not my favorite 80s set, but yeah. And the other thing, I don't know if you can see this on the stream. Yeah, like you see this glare right here. That's the rollers that seal the packs. And people who reseal packs, unless they're really, really good, they never get those roller marks relined up. So no, this is I don't know if y'all can see that. It's a beautiful brand spanking new box of cards. If you're into PSA grading, there's a couple of the Hall of Famers that do really well in high grade PSA. Nolan Ryan always does well in high grade PSA. Ricky Henderson does well. Fred McGriff, I don't know if I mentioned, Fred McGriff's also rated rookie in the set. I think Joe Carter might have been 85. And this has I'm 95% sure this has the Pete Rose King of Kings Diamond King. This was the year after he got that hit off Eric Shaw at Riverfront, and Eric Shaw sat on the mound pouting about it because the celebration took so long. So there was a special Diamond Kings card for Pete Rose in this, and it's the King of Kings. That was a card we wanted. It's like, oh, you got the Pete Rose King of Kings. So that's a cool set. That's really like that era is when I started collecting. So that one brings back memories and not being able to afford Donruss because they wanted 75 cents a pack and I could get Tops for 40 cents a pack. 36 packs. I'm going to sell all the packs. I'm not going to open any of them. I don't have any. I was going to see if I could. Yeah, Charlie's getting in the hall. I would imagine he didn't get in this year. I imagine they put him in pretty soon. Does it the Veterans Committee that has to? Whenever they meet next, they'll do it. So yeah, Donruss around where I lived was really expensive. So I bought a lot of Tops and Fleer because they always charged more for Donruss, which I considered to be rude. Let's see. What else do I have queued up here? Okay, this is, and I promised junk wax. And so I grabbed a random assortment of boxes, all from looks like 87 to 91. Gonna introduce you guys to some junk wax. Got a package. This is if you just want to rip baseball cards and you don't expect anything spectacular to come from. First up, ugliest set in the history of mankind, 1991 Fleer Baseball. If you haven't seen it, it's a god awful yellow, like super atrocious yellow. Let me find this and put it up. Where is it? There it is. Edit the item. Just a stage. This ends up being 12 wax packs total. If you in this lot, $10. Again, if you bought one thing, then there's no additional shipping. Everything will ship for the one price. 1991 Fleer Baseball, bright yellow, super ugly. It's a great junk wax box. Not quite as ugly, but strong competitor. 1991 Don Russ Series 1 and 2. Again, atrocious, but not atrocious as Fleer, because Fleer's just that special. Oh. This one's weird. One of the cool things I will say about all this junk wax, tons and tons of Hall of Famers in this mess. Topps Big Baseball. For some reason, I grabbed 189 box and 288 boxes. I'm back to look for another 88 box. I'm not sure where it is, but so you get an 89 Series 1, 88 Series 2 and 3. $1989 baseball coins. I didn't even know these existed during this time. My card store didn't carry them, or else I would have bought them because I was a big sucker then. But just like I am now, but I was a big sucker then too. I loved these Fleer star stickers. This is 87. Me and my friends all wanted the Dwight Gooden from 85. None of us ever got it. Somehow. We bought tons of these. $1989 score. Not one of the. Do they still have the cellophane packs? So the first year of score, you could actually see what players were on top and bottom of the pack if you looked close enough. And it was cool because Greg Jeffries was one of the last cards in the set. So Greg Jeffries was always on the back, and you could pick out Greg Jeffries rookie cards, which is why I'm retired now, because I had so many Greg Jeffries rookie cards. 1991 O-Pee-Chee Premier Baseball, an absolute garbage junk wax set, but has really pretty wrappers. I think once O-Pee-Chee stopped just copying the Topps design, that's when it was the end for them. This one, although I call it junk wax, is another one of my favorites from the 80s is 88 Fleer. I had the Greg Jeffries rookie card in 88 Fleer. It was quite the catch. I actually do love this design, the red, white, and blue. And these were cool box bottoms. Sandberg, Raleigh, and Evans. Some cool stuff. And the last one, I think, is 1987 Topps Mini League Leaders. Again, you get 12 packs, $10. You're not going to retire on this, but you're not going to break the bank. Get to open baseball cards, which is one of the best things in the world to do. The packs or the cards? The packs rarely stick together. I mean, these are the Fleer baseball. the wax doesn't really stick unless it goes through a bunch of heat and cool down cycles. The wax packs will stick together. The glossy cards will stick together. There's one I'm going to put up later. I have to open it and check a pack before I actually list it because it's possible it could have bricked a little bit, and I don't want to sell anyone bricked packs. So that is just an absolute pile of junk wax. It's fun for opening. If you're a team collector, you're going to probably get something you don't have, because who in their right mind bought 1991 Flair and Don Russ? I mean, J-Graph, I know you bought Series 2. Let's see here. I will say, I mentioned it last night. If I'm not done at 9, I'm going to kind of wind it down. Just, I don't want to interrupt Kobe's bids. Make sure that people can get over there and bid $275 on the Pirates. But Tom wants the Nationals, so you gotta let Tom have the Nationals. You don't. But Tom wants them. Let's see what else I got around here. All right, I'm going to pull that one just that might be brick. So, 2010 Update Series Baseball. This one was super fancy because it has dust on it. So Steven Strasburg's got called up 2010, but not in time to make Series 2, or I think that was the case. And so they put Steven Strasburg's cards in the 2010 update boxes, but instead of being an update card with an update number, they were given card 661. And they're supposed to be a short print, but it seemed like it was the most unshort of the short prints ever. 2010, like most hobby, you got a relic or an auto. There were one of the things I liked. This was when they were doing the old player throwbacks. Like they would take the Derek Jeter card and there'd be a short print of Babe Ruth, same number. I seem to recall getting a decent amount of those. What else was fun in these? This wasn't the million card giveaway. Oh, it was the million card giveaway. That's why I bought so many. So you could buy a case of this and sell the million card giveaway cards and cover almost 2/3 of the price of the case just by selling those cards. So I'd buy a case, rip them, take all the million card giveaway cards, sell those, and then whatever else I was grinding away opening 2010 baseball. It was a silly way to make extra cash, but I'm a silly person. Find this. Actually, I'm going to open it before I list it just to make sure. So this is one of the ones that, this box is 15 years old, and these cards were kind of glossy, so there's potential for bricking. No, they're not. That's cool. So let me see. This one I think I have set a little bit differently. Let me find it in the store. So instead of one purchase is one pack, this one if you buy it, you get 2 packs for each purchase. And I tried to keep it update listing. We'll put that on the stage. Move to stage. So the other big rookie besides Strasburg, I'm pretty confident. This is Mike Stanton. No relation to Giancarlo Stanton. Mike Stanton used to play for the Marlins, like hit towering home runs. I'm 99% confident this is his rookie year. No other really big rookies that I can recall, but again, you have a lot of CC Sabathia or actually this is update. I don't know if they were in there, but now that I'm talking about it, I'm gonna go ahead and check because I don't want to. Oh, I don't want to tell you Derek Jeter card's in there and there isn't. 10 Pops. Oh, is Altuve's rookie in here? Hoots told me no one cares about Altuve. Rookies. Ottavino. Ike Davis rookie. He's going to be something. Feliciano. Yeah, Giancarlo Stanton's in here. Starlin Castro. Where'd he go? Kenley Jansen rookie. Josh Donaldson's rookie. Is Carlos Santana in this Moss-Town? I think Trout wasn't Trout in 2011 update and not. Huh. Oh yeah, he was. What's up, Kobe? How you doing? Yeah, Trout was 2011 update. This is 2010. I wish I had 2011 update, but I don't. And then I get to do stuff like this. I was telling them earlier for the people who came in, when I started buying old baseball cards, I wanted to set up my office display to look like a baseball card store, just so I'd have packs to open whenever I wanted. Oh, that's right. Pie in the Face variations were 2010 update. Oh yeah, and there were like 2 or 3 different versions of the Strasburg. A couple rookie cut variations that didn't make it into the Series 2, I think it was. And this is the one that's crazy is there were 3 parallels. Well, 3 numbered parallels: gold, black, and platinum. That was it. A meat steak. It's a meat sandwich. Oh, the other one. I remember these. I'm looking at the baseball cardpedia. They had the silk cards, the framed silk cards. Those were neat. I really liked this set. Card your mother threw out. They had a bunch of and they still do it, but the insert sets that continued from like Series 1, Series 2, Series 3. Card your mother's throughout Tales of the Game. Vintage Legends collection, Peak Performance, Legendary Lineage. I have some of those sets in team bag somewhere. Turkey red inserts. There were a ton of inserts in this. So yeah, that's this. And this one, all right, here, this is a special deal. If you buy one of these packs before this stream, this is a Topps Chrome rookie. There's not a lot of good names in this. Stanton's in it. I will random this to someone who buys before I complete shipping. I'll post it on District or something, but I may be possible bonus for someone. These were neat. 2008 had a really great set of these. But that's that. Marvel cards. I bought some Star Wars cards probably. Oh no, not 2010. 2010. I was just opening baseball. Love baseball. Let's see what else I have here. All right. I like this one. I really want to open this, but I'm going to go ahead and post this one. 2022 Topps Chrome Sapphire. Bummer about this one. No autos in this. They have it's 2 or more parallels per box, but they decided not to do autos for some brilliant reason this year. Let's see, what do I have those at? Hang on, I got to do math. That's going to be painful. And we will make this not private. $17.50. That's like $140 for this box. Is that right? Is that how that math works out? 1, 2. That's about right. You'll get one. It's unopened. I'll open it and ship stuff out. I'll actually open it to make sure there's actually packs in here. Because that would suck if I didn't have packs in here. Yeah, those early Marvel those end up being crazy. So look at 8 fresh packs of Topps Chrome Sapphire. Yeah, I don't know why they decided that autos didn't deserve to be in this one. But it's a great set. It's really pretty. And I can't remember who's... No, Bobby Witt's not going to be in there. Bobby Witt was in Update, probably. Yeah? Anyone remember? 2022 Bobby Witt. Bobby Witt was Update, wasn't he? Not the regular set? Oh no, Topps Chrome Sapphire number 72. Looks like Bobby Witt was in this. Wander Franco? Sweet. Yeah, if you get a Wander, I apologize. If you get a really good low numbered Wander, I super apologize. Feel free to yeet a wander if you get it. That'd be a great promotion. If you don't buy stuff from me, I'm going to send you wander cards. I don't care. All right. This is one, because I'm a baseball card nerd. I think this one is fun. I showed this one the other day when I was talking about doing the stream the other day, a month ago. And I need to change it to say 1989. So I need to change my listing too. See, you can't take me anywhere. So anyway, I'll edit that in a minute. 1989 Top started messing around with different packaging options. They had their traditional wax packs, and 1989 they came up with these weird, like, crimped at the edges cello packs. They're not necessarily any more rare or difficult to find. It was really interesting. I came across these accidentally one day, and then went looking. I found out about them one day, and then I went looking for them. If you're ever interested in an entire box like these, if you look on eBay, if you look at the width of the box compared to a normal wax box, it's just wider. It's the same. It's a 45-cent box. A cello box is 50 cents. The wax boxes are 45 cents. And once I get this edited, I can post it. And then the other one, I think in 1990, they had the normal wax, the crimped edges like these, and this is a 91. They had these like cellophane packs. That's 91. That's not 90. I think 89, they had the wax and the crimped alternates, and then 90 they had all three, and then 91 they went to the weird cellophane, which is what I just showed you, the weird cellophane. And this one, instead of being a single pack, these are 4 at a time. Just because a single pack I'd pay more in fees than the pack would come to. 89, unfortunately, Griffey's not in there. That'd be really cool if he was. Still a lot of cool stuff in 89, just not Griffey. So that one, again, if you buy one of those, you get 4 packs instead of 1 pack. But that's just so I don't sell a pack and pay a pack's worth in fees. I just love the way boxes look like that. I was trying to explain to Mrs. Bziddy one day when she was asking me about old boxes of baseball cards, why I have so many old boxes of baseball cards. I said this is the art of my childhood. Like, this takes me back. I look at this and they might not have put a lot of good thought, but there was some thought into this stuff. Like, to me, it looks like they take the same base design and put Shohei or Aaron Judge. They fight over who gets to be on the cover. But then when you get to the older stuff, like 81, 82, 80, and back, It's actually, I think it's very artful. All right. What else do I got? What time? All right. Don't want to mess up Kobe's auctions. All right. I did that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. All right. This is the other big one I promised. One of my favorite sets. Again, this is a baseball card exchanged from a sealed case, August of 2015. And for those who missed it, Steve Hart baseball card exchange. If he has his hands on a case that's still factory sealed, the factory glue's intact as near as he can tell, because he has made a mistake or two. He'll take the boxes out, wrap them from a sealed case, and what that means for me, the collector, is no one's gone through and pulled out the Gwynns, the Sandbergs, the Boggs. G.I. Joe. No one's gone through and plucked the nice cards. Or there's stories of people, and you hear about it still, like people will open packs until they hit the big hit, and they'll just sell the other packs or the combined boxes to whatever. That doesn't happen with these. Let me find that one and put it up. Edit listing, edit item. Make that. Put that on the stage. And I get to open this. So 1983 Donruss wax pack from a sealed box. He could be. I have to let you know this is semi-sacrilegious for me. Oh, this box is ripped. This box has a little ouch in the corner. But wow. These are really nice packs. Trying to see if I can pick up the roller marks on this. Yeah, you can see. It's hard to see. The roller marks line up nice. I think this is... I don't have anything else. I think everything else is like $10 or less. I don't have that much more. So if you need to start making decisions, go ahead. And the weird thing about 82 and 83 Donruss, everything else from the 90s was 4 stacks of 9 packs. For whatever reason, they did 6 stacks of 6 packs. In these 82 and 83, which is fine, but it makes it difficult to stack these. They don't stack with everything else nicely. They just are annoying and the wrong size. No, they don't. Yeah. They're too wide. They're big-bodied packs. But yeah, 83 Donruss. Second-year Ripken, Tony Gwynn rookie, Ryan Sandberg rookie, Wade Boggs rookie. You have all the Hall of Famers from the 80s, Ryan, Henderson, Winfield. there were other Hall of Famers that I don't think Palmer's in this set. Pete Rose, not a Hall of Famer, but he's in there. Schmidt's in there. It's kind of big, like a mega box, yeah. Don Sutton was still pitching. Fingers is pitching. Lee Smith, I think, is in there. There's a couple other cool rookies, or I think they're cool. I'm pretty sure Kent Herbeck's rookie, if you're a Twins fan. Willie McGee might be in 83. Vince Coleman isn't. Tommy Herr was the year before. But yeah, this is I don't know. So I started collecting after 83, but this was still widely available in the stores and card shops. So this is one of those ones that this takes me back. And I really want to open a couple of these, but I promised to sell them. And I'd hate to open a pack and it's like, oh, look, I just pulled the Gwyn. Aren't I lucky? Let's see what else. Oh, this is one that has a freebie. And this is just if you're looking to open cards. Archives Baseball. I just ripped the pack off. This is the one that has the lunchbox. If you are so inclined to buy Archives Baseball, 10 packs, 8 cards per pack, 1 auto per box. If you buy one of these, please don't buy one just for this. If you buy one of these, whoever buys one of these, I'll random off the Ronald Acuna lunchbox and send the lunchbox with it. So you have a 1 in, at worst, 10 chance of getting a little tiny baby lunchbox out of it as well. I should probably put that up in the store. Where is that? No, not offers. So I created all these listings earlier today or past week, and then you can set your listings to private so only you can see them. And so I'm trying to figure out how to smoothly, which I'm not doing, smoothly go in and change them to not private and make them available for make them so everyone else can see them. I'm not doing it well. It's more difficult than I thought. So that's Archives. I'm sure I'm sure you guys saw Hoods open 5 million packs of this on Fanatics Live. Lots of cool inserts, some cool autos. I'm not a huge fan of Archives, but there it is. So your chance to have your very own Ronald Acuna Jr. lunchbox. And I think they had Kobe and Hoods open like 20 or 30 cases of that. I would have died. That's one of my problems. I buy stuff thinking I'm going to open. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I had one more. I said, and this isn't super high ticket, but I showed this one the other day. I need to get it out here. Yeah, something like Archives, or I have a case of 2023 Heritage, which I'll open a box and get bored. You know, it's because there's not a lot of inserts, there's not a lot of color, there's not, you know, you get one relic or auto per box, and it's just it's the same cards over and over again, and it gets boring. Like I would die opening archives for that long. This is one I wanted to do it as a break at one point. I could still do one of these as a break, but this is a 5-year run of Heritage High Number, 1 pack each box, 2020 through 2024. You can get Skeens. You can get Bobby Witt's in there. Some guy used to play for the Rays is in there. I'm not sure about 2020. Lou Bob's on the cover. So 5-pack run. Move to state. No, I want to edit the item. And again, once you buy one thing, there's no more shipping charge. It's just everything ships for $5. Move that to the stage. So yeah, 2024 Skeens, Merrill. I think Cheerios in there. 23 doesn't have a whole lot. Neither does 21. 2020, I'm not positive about. 2022, of course, that's Wit. 25. The parallels, like 25 Heritage might be the most entertaining thing I've opened in a long time. And it's not like the parallels are worth a lot of, or most of the parallels are worth a lot of money, but it was an enjoyable break. And then I decided to start building my stupid rainbow, which is gonna put me in the poorhouse. Not the poorhouse. It's just at some point I post about it on Twitter every once in a while. I'm trying to build the Padres rainbow in everything from orange on. I'm getting close. I'm down to 10 out of 300 and whatever. 320. All right, 315. Yeah, 315 cards for the full rainbow. I have 305 now. I think I'm just missing 1 black paper, 2 black chrome, and 7 orange. Unfortunately, one of the oranges is Jackson Merrill, which is going to be horribly expensive. I mean, not horribly expensive. What I consider expensive for Topps Heritage. So 1 pack each box, $17.99. As much as I could, these prices are basically if you bought these and then split it up 24 ways, or bought that and split it up 10 ways. Actually, the Series 2 I priced incorrectly, but that's on me. Yeah, most of these are at or below what you would have to pay to get a box and then split it up all those ways. One last one. I like this. It's silly. Mascot cards, big head cards, walk this way, dugout peaks. It's just a Series 1 cash grab by Topps. Excuse me. Oh, the mini box sold out. Cool. Where did I put it? This one, like a couple other ones, instead of this one, you get 2 packs. So if you it's $9.29 2 packs for $65 a pack. Just age. Top Celebration has I don't remember them doing this last year, but has insert sets that aren't part of the normal Top Series 1 uh, release. Um, Again, the big head is the biggest one of those. I haven't looked recently, but they were selling for kind of silly money. Um, yeah, on eBay right now, the Otani big heads. I don't know if they're selling for this. They're listed for 450, 500. Um, oh, they have 8 big head parallels as well. I wasn't aware of that. Um, yeah, that's nuts. A big head red Shohei to 5 PSA 9 is listed for 15 grand. So yeah, I mean, all you got to do is pull an Otani, numbered to like 5 or 10, 25. Totally make your money back on that. They also had this. This is the confetti parallel, which was annoying because it looks really close to sand glitter, and unless I'm holding them next to each other, I'm not sure which is which. Um, which also confetti kind of looks like mini diamond to me, but I don't know if they have mini diamond in any of the Tops runs. It's just I think they could have done a better job with their confetti. They should have made it look more like a funfetti cake. Would have been awesome, but no, they had to mess it up. So I think that's everything uh, I had. Does anyone have any questions about any of these? Wants me to pull something back on camera to look at it? Um, Want to know why I have 1991 Fleer and Don Russ? I have Tops around here somewhere too, which is oh no, I showed you Tops. Um, my plan is to let this kind of soak. I'm not going to pack them up tomorrow. I'll pack them. I'll probably pack up stuff on Sunday. Um, get stuff in the mail Monday, Tuesday. Depends on how much of this stuff is sold. Um, yeah. Any questions? Any comments? Anyone want to see anything else? Anyone want to buy a 1979 Tops wax pack? Actually, I'll be right back. I need to go grab something. I was joking about selling 79 wax packs, but it gives me an opportunity to share one of my toys. This is a 79 wax tray uh, from a sealed case of wax trays. Baseball Card Exchange had a case of 192 wax trays, 1979. 192. And Steve offered to break the box and seal them up as from a sealed case if we could sell out the box. So I got a couple of these, And because to me, I mean, these are from a sealed case. No one searched through there to pull the um, off-center Ozzie Smith rookie that might be in that pack. In when was this? 2014. I think we paid about 170 a tray, about $60 a pack. But the problem was what ended up being the problem for a lot of people who bought them to, because they were going to like, well, I can flip them and sell them, is there were all of a sudden 192 of them on the market, and they were, the price was stagnant on them for years and years. I think well, take COVID out of the picture, but just recently, past couple of years, they finally started climbing. I don't know if they've been opened or what, but they finally started climbing up. Because I think the last time I looked, 2 or 3 years ago, they were selling for $250, and now I think they're actually climbing closer to $4. But yeah, it's just, I like the wax trays. I have a Superman wax tray too. I think that's 78 Superman the movie wax tray. I think I have one other wax. I have a couple. But that's just, to me, that pack with a weird drawn batter and catcher. That's that picture is baseball cards way more to me, that pack, than the new stuff. So it's not my most expensive box, but my most prized box is, and only because I love showing, it's in the other room. I'm going to go get it because I love showing it to people. All right. So when I was a kid, on Friday night was when all the cool shows were on. Thursday night was okay. They had sitcoms and whatnot. Hey, Steve. But the best show of the week when I was a kid, like, I don't know, probably 8 years old, 7 years old, Dukes of Hazzard. So Don Russ started making Dukes of Hazzard cards in the early 80s. And like everyone else, they made wax packs. But at some point, I found out they had rack packs, and I had never seen. I had just seen a rack pack, and so I started looking for a rack pack box. And then one day on eBay, I saw a rack pack box of Dukes of Hazzard. Since then, I've only seen like 2 or 3 of these come up for sale, and like at what I consider atrocious prices. I think I paid, like, I saw it came up for sale, and I can't remember exactly. It was like $200, which I thought was stupid, but I bought it. And I think the last one I saw come up for sale, they were asking for like $1,400, and I don't know if they got it. Cooter was underutilized. So was Flash. Flash needed his own show, but they didn't give shows to Basset Hounds back then. But that's like, I just think that's like, part of my childhood, and it's Dukes of Hazzard. The only other one I was disappointed I missed out on was I could have got Um, when I started collecting again, when I had money, like I had a real job, the Star Wars, like the 1977 or 78 Star Wars boxes were like $400, $500 a piece. And like, that's just way too much for non-sports. And so I didn't buy any of them. And now they're just thousands of dollars each. Um, but I also had an opportunity to buy an Empire Strikes Back Series 1 rack box. And again, it was like, I thought it should have been $250 and the guy wanted $350, and that was dumb. Who's going to pay $350 for a rack box? And I'd be surprised if you get a Empire Strikes Back rack box for under $1,000 right now. And they're just not going to go down any, well, in my lifetime anyway. I suppose at some point someone will not want them anymore. But yeah, I've missed out on a couple. But the Dukes of Hazzard rack box, that's probably my favorite box I have. I have boxes that are probably lower production than that, and I have boxes that are probably more expensive than that, but I think that's the coolest one. And I also have, those are pretty cool. Back when mega boxes were $15 as opposed to $55. There's some kid from Japan who was in this set. I'm not sure if anything ever came of him. Yeah, I'd pay myself $55 for that as well, Eric. I have so when I started, like when I was talking about like I wanted to have like a, baseball card store display in my office. That's what I want to decorate my office with. I have a Series 2 and 3 Empire non-X out, but the boxes were trashed, and I I've opened, every once in a while I open a pack of Empire Strikes Back. I don't have a Series 1 though. I loved the red series, but I don't have a wax box, I don't have a rack box. Just have some busted blue and gold boxes. As a movie or a card set? Because I agree on the movie. Card set was pretty darn cool. The card set, I had a lot of those cards. Yeah, the card set was dope too. Yeah, the movie's great. Um, all right, well, it's 9:03. Kobe's auctions are going to start ending in about 10 minutes. And I'm not saying I'm going to go in there and start sniping people, but I might go in there. Actually, I only want a team or two. So as long as you don't want the team or two I want, you're totally good on getting Kobe's auctions. Padres. This is the 23, 24, 25 of Bowman baseball, not drafter chrome. 24 Bowman. I thought he was in chrome and not. Was he in the regular issue too? Yeah, Wild Pitches stole my DeVries card last night. It's rude. Um, yeah, I lose track. 23, 20, 23, 24, 25. No, if I was going to go after a team, I'd probably go after Orioles are good. Orioles have a lot of players in 23. Ellie should be in there in 24 for the Reds. Dodgers are always a good team. Texas is probably loaded for all of. I don't know about 23 too. Texas is absolutely loaded. Walcott's in 23. Santana's in 24. I forget who's in 25. Texas is loaded. If you're just going to get one team, get Texas, as long as I'm not bidding on them. All right. Well, that's what I got for tonight, everyone. I appreciate you guys coming. I enjoy talking about baseball cards and showing off baseball cards and sharing baseball cards. Like I said, I'm probably going to not start packing up till Sunday. So if you decide, you know what, I really did want a whatever that is, a celebration, a couple celebration packs. They'll be there until they sell out or until Sunday. And then I'll get these out early Monday. Now, thanks for coming in. I might do it again. Uh, I think Miss Bziddy would be happy if I got rid of some of this stuff. And this is an appropriate way to get rid of it. All right, everyone, have a good night. Thanks for coming in. I will talk to y'all later.